Hello everyone, this is Johnny Orange, and this is the second match of the Spring Mayhem tournament in Russia. And we have Exiles versing off against AllstarZ. Exiles are the blue team, and AllstarZ are the red team. And this time, both teams have 7 players. It's going to be a close one compared to the last game. Exiles is sending 5 players into mid, hoping to secure that point. Their 2 other players must be heading up to C. Meanwhile, AllstarZ is doing a similar tactic where they have 5 of their players head to B. The other 2 are capturing A at the moment. The blue team is heading back, trying to get support from their units. This will allow the red team to capture B point, but at the same time, it could still go any way. Anyone could win. And here is something I have not seen in the tournament. There goes a cavalry charge. I'm not sure how much damage it's doing. It seems to be working. It would have done at least a decent amount of damage to those enemy heroes. A few of them were standing right in the way of that charge, and now Exiles has gained control of B. This war is still raging on though. It looks pretty even, about the same amount of heroes and units in these fights. AllstarZ are really loving those muskets, while the Exiles seem to prefer the bow. And here comes a sword charge by the Exiles. I think that's put them in the lead. That's going to turn it around. Blue team now has a firm hold over that B point on the map. That was an unfortunate series of events against the AllstarZ. They're going to have to pull back. Not all of them died, but I think at least 2 heroes ate shit right then. Especially that dual blade dude who got gang bashed by at least 4 people. And now they're really pushing them back to their spawn point. If they go in together, they can take out those muskets, but it looks like they have lost all their troops. And when you try to attack those muskets with just your hero, you take a lot of bullets. Your health gets chewed up, and you get shot back out the other end. And that may have been what happens, because those muskets still alive, still kicking ass. Although it does look like they are retreating at this stage. Maybe it's because they were taking some archer fire and they can't outrange the archers. Even though they do have higher damage, it doesn't matter if you can't hit them. The pressure is on the AllstarZ to make a move at this point. They don't seem to have many units about though. I'm not sure how they're going to push any point. Maybe they have some guys sneaking around to see, I'm not sure. And there goes that dual blade body slam on the sword and board. Luckily the sword and board does have a fair amount of health. They can take a hit like that. Freeness from AllstarZ has gone in deep. I thought he was going to be in for a world of pain, but he did secure that kill. Clearly after that body slam he is out for vengeance, and it did pay off. Now the AllstarZ have secured B, and they're pushing Exiles right back into Exile. With a wipe like that, it won't take them too long to even up those scoreboards, and now it looks like they're capturing C. If they can get all 3 points, the red team will put themselves in the lead. Lemon Russ is the only one left in this fight. He's trying to roll away and survive, but the dual blade did get him. And now AllstarZ is just cleaning up the surviving javelins. There's Templar X running away from the enemy. He's going, this looks pretty fucked to me, bro. I'm out of here. He's going to rally with his allies once more. I'm not sure what blue team's plan will be at this stage. They need to at least take A or C. Or maybe they'll just push a big push for B, and then after that, break off to the other control point. The swords are going in for a charge, but there are pikes in the way backed up by muskets. They got deleted very quickly, especially from the explosives. Red team is laying on that pressure. They know that the Exiles have just lost one of their units. They outnumber them at the moment, and they control all 3 points. Even though it does look like they are starting to lose A, they still have the score lead, and all they really need to control is B and C. But that doesn't seem like it's enough for them. They are pushing A point, trying to kill that archer hero, and with 2 of their heroes at the front and 1 coming behind, they're going to wedge him in. I'm not sure he's going to be able to escape this one. He has rolls back though, but there goes the shield charge. He has been knocked onto his ass. It's looking pretty grim for that Exile player. He is trying to stay alive. Will it work? He is doing one hell of a job. But there is that final blow. Demon putting a sword straight into his back. Meanwhile, the Exiles have been sneaky and capped C. The AllstarZ will capture A, but the Exiles might have enough time to group together and give a good push towards B. And I'm not sure Red Team is going to have enough time to to group up themselves. B Point is in a lot of trouble. The AllstarZ have a few heroes there to protect it, but I'm not sure that's going to be enough. Here comes another sword unit from the Exiles. This might buy them enough time to capture B, but damn, they came and they went. They disappeared, and so did that small horse unit that ran in there. Those muskets really getting the job done when it comes to killing troops. The tide of the game has gone back to AllstarZ favour at the moment. They do outnumber the Exiles. And this has been a very close match so far. Both sides must be running out of troops at this stage. Now the question is, once the Exiles do rally again, will they try to push B once more, or will they sneak around to A? And what troops do they have coming to back them up? Because the troop count at the moment does seem to be in the AllstarZ favour. It really is a big old range battle at the moment. None of them have any infantry to push into the enemy. And I believe that's AllstarZ muskets on the right, so any hero that does go out into the open is going to get blasted. Talking about blasted, there goes half the archers. Those sticks of dynamite are very deadly, just destroying half a unit right there. Blue team is pulling back, probably getting their last few units for a big push. They only have one pike unit and one javelin unit. I'm not sure that's going to be enough. Two of the Exile players have snuck around to the right, but they have no troops with them and they are under attack. Mopo just finished off Templar X and he might take down the other sword and board on the blue team, named Soldier. There we go, that's 2 down. AllstarZ holding that lead. It's going to take some time for the Exiles to rally after losing 2 players. There is a push happening at B, but they are outnumbered once again. AllstarZ now has the backup of those 3 players who went to A point, and their roster of troops is looking very strong. They have those spears, the archers in the back, and to the right the muskets. The pikes are jumping in there. It's not going to be enough. Charges, unsurprisingly, don't work too well against spears. It started off a good game for the blue team. It has turned a bit pear-shaped at the moment. AllstarZ simply has managed to put so many ranged units out there on the battlefield this late in the game. And Exile simply does not have an answer to deal with all those ranged. Blue team is really getting pushed back now. There's not much they can do. They may get lucky and manage to retreat, but that does not look like the case. Or they're going down. Once one goes down, they all fall over like dominoes. One thing I have learnt from this game is muskets are fucking strong. Their power to wipe out troops so quickly does come in handy. Now let's see how long these javelins manage to survive. Are they going to explode in 2 seconds or maybe survive a bit longer? They're not dead yet, that's actually pretty impressive. I was thinking a few dynamite throws would delete them off the face of the earth, but they're still in there, doing a bit of damage. At this stage of the game, it's safe to say that the AllstarZ have won. It started off very close with the Exiles in the lead, but once AllstarZ took control of B, the blue team could not manage to take it back. By the way, did anyone else notice how many javelins did get used by the blue team? I think it was 4 different units of javelins. They really did seem to love those guys. I'm going to have to try them out. I did not get much of an opportunity to do so during the closed beta. Oh, look. One of the Exile players has managed to capture B point. They still want to win this. They're putting that pressure on. I'm sure they won't be able to hold it though. That would be one hell of a surprise victory. Unfortunately, the Exiles just don't have enough units to really hold any points. But they did just get killed, didn't they? Okay. I thought the blue team had ran out of units, but there goes that pike unit. They're about to get 2 kills, maybe 3. Look at the damage getting done here. All of the AllstarZ are on low health. It is possible the Exiles could take the control points. A bit of an uphill battle. It's so late in the game. Where was that? About 3 minutes or 4 minutes ago. A good last effort though. Almost taking out all the AllstarZ. But once the red team does control B, the countdown won't take too long. Here we go, we're at the end of the game. And a good effort was put in by both teams. Anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please subscribe and thumbs up and all that shit. And I'll see you next time, where I'll be covering more of the Russian tournament.